You can do whatever you want.
Am I a mod?
Yeah, you're a mod.
You're a mod.
Why do we let Naomi be a mod?
I'm not a mod.
No, Naomi's not a mod. Don't let. I'm gonna ban Naomi.
Isn't that?
Mod me. No.
It has been. How long would it have been? It has been 15 minutes. Ish. You can't really tell. It feels like years. On the road with these.
What was the song again?
Oh, calamari ho!
Oh. Calamari, hey! Calamari, every single day.
What a calamari ho! And so.
So what's our wagon setup? Sorry, I know I'm cutting you off here, but I feel like we just left with you, Eden. Roquefort was driving
Driving a wagon?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you guys just had a horse handy?
Yeah, we got a wagon. It's the same horse that we stole with the wagon.
We have two wagons. We got one wagon from the beef cow woman's house. And we got...
Beef cow.
Yeah, the beef cow woman. The woman who was made of beef who had a cow.
Because a ham cow is a pig.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
And we had another one that when we killed those cops.
I don't remember you killing any cops, but that's fine.
These adventures are differing in tone.
Oh, the A cab storyline.
Yeah.
As opposed to the A cow storyline.
Oh, very good, Tom.
Wait, what kind of cow?
So you didn't listen to my adventure then, Naomi?
Oh, beef cow.
Beef cow.
Okay.
Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. It feels like years. What are you all doing on the trip? The kids have tuckered themselves out a bit.
Okay, by singing.
I am operating sort of like a sheepdog of fear or like terror. So if it's
So you're doing like perimeter or something?
Hang on. Fear's not strong enough a word. Terror.
Terror.
Yeah. So I'm just like, if they start to, you see those aerial shots of sheep being herded. I'm doing that, but just.
Yeah. That's
I've got my claws out.
Naomi, Trinessa is kind of treating this like she is the monster from Jeepers Creepers.
Yes, yeah. Chasing children around a field, yes.
Yeah.
So because I think
it works.
Yeah, because I think also like the older children were like walking around the cart because carts aren't actually very fast, right?
No, and also probably charitably 200 kids can't fit onto carts.
Well, you were trying to put them in a coffin alignment, so I mean some of them are stacked. Okay,
those ones are doing very well.
Those ones are doing fine. Some of them are pretty spiky, so no one really wants to lie on top of them, so they're fine. They're not running out of oxygen. I'm not going to be held responsible. You wanted 200 orphans.
No, these are open-topped wagons. We didn't put them in a fucking train carriage.
Right, but don't you think that stacking something on top of a person might blow some of the air out of their little lungs?
Dave, how many people do you think you could take being on top of you? What do you think? Okay, so we're going to rotate the children.
Yeah, these are rotisserie children in the cart. We've got a barrel that kind of rolls around.
Every time we hit a red light, everybody out, and then the top on the bottom.
So,
a red light.
And,
Dave, explain.
No, well, it's a magical crystal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
red.
And it's red, and it's always red.
Do I need to explain
No,
this more to
there's a
you?
green.
Well, there's a green one as
Yeah,
well.
but in fantasy, there's no yellow. It's
So
no
we've
yellow.
arrived at the zoo.
No, you don't.
Jimmy decides
We're
No,
stuck
you
in the
fucking
world's
don't.
best
Fuck you. No, you don't. All right. So.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Not yet.
Trinessa, so what are you doing when you're sheepdogging these kids?
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm going rah, and I got my claws out, and I'm not gonna touch them with my claws
No.
because my claws are very sharp.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of whoosh, whoosh, and just sort of if they're getting too far away from the car, just to get them back.
Just run them back in. All right, I think that's going well. You're making things easier for everybody. I don't think you don't need to roll for that. Okay, and I guess.
Dipshit is just going to be following behind Trinessa and giving, I guess, just watching and trying to pick up notes, but also not thinking this is right.
Yeah, you're kind of following behind Trinessa, but you've got a lot of weight on your left leg. Remember?
I hoik Monday weekly up.
You want to make? You can find a better way to carry them if you want. It doesn't have to be around your leg. You can.
So dipshit, sorry. So what you want to do is obviously kids react to different things.
Yeah.
So if you find one way isn't scaring them, feel free to, you might want to go guttural. You might want to start shrieking. You might want to get like really, really big as you can.
Or just threaten them.
to-
Threaten them with.
Yeah, some of them, conceptually is scarier as well, or, like no one's going to talk to you if, go back to the cart, and we're probably going to, like, you're just going to get, like, shunned for 5 years. You can go anywhere with it, and I really encourage you to play.
A lot of the children will respond to Jungian concepts. If you want to. Some of the children, it's not so much a scary voice as it's a scary story.
What we have here is a difference between a successful bully and someone who has studied the art of bullying from the inside.
Yeah, I don't know what Jungian is,
Yeah.
so I'm going to
Sound like you've read a book.
Hang on.
I'm going to go back to drinking my incredibly sandy coffee.
It's so cool that you call it studying bullying, like how you would call a prisoner a student of jail.
It's very funny though, the concept of a child that's bullied that goes home and gets the biggest book on bullying that they can find.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's what they were using on me.
Yeah.
You two, have you had a conversation while you've been there? It hasn't been that much time, but Trinessa and Vinegar, have you had any, little chats about the fact that you're now essentially raising children together? What are your feelings on it? You don't have to. I'm not going to force you to do anything. You can just say no. You were just too busy.
No, I just want to. I'm just pulling dipshit aside. I mean, we're obviously still chatting. It's kind of awkward because. How do I say this? Vinegar and I were actually going to have kids.
Oh.
Fucking
That is the worst idea I've ever heard.
No, well, yeah, exactly, right? I was like, I don't think that Vinegar has,
No, I would legislate against either of you ever having children.
Yeah, with each other because of Vinegar. I agree. Because I just don't think he has the kind of the strength. I guess the.
Hey, I would be a great dad, okay? I would be
Oh, sorry, how close are you to this conversation? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Where were you?
How loudly are the children
hope
singing
not.
calamari?
I'll roll for it. Let me see
Yeah.
how loudly the children are singing.
Well, before.
They're singing at 20. You don't hear any of this.
They got a natural 20 on loudness.
Yeah. Sorry, the loud roll was 20, Dave, so you can't hear any of this.
Okay.
But you can hear a very nautical song.
I guess I just I was worried that he would not have what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't think he would be able to withstand. Yeah, kind of. And that's what I'm getting. Like, these kids are walking all over him, and I just feel like I was right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as you're saying that, we can kind of see in the background. I suppose I should let you roll for it. So let's do a. I think this is also a perception check.
Isn't that perception?
Do we all get to perceive?
No, this is.
No, this is for you can perceive if you want. You want to perceive? You
I
do
wanna
it too.
perceive.
Both of you do it.
Let me perceive.
I got a 6.
19.
You got a 6. All right. Well, then you do not perceive
So roll for
the child who I'm going to call Bonnie Tyler, running straight up to you and punching you right in the cock.
That's happening to me.
Yeah. And she's going.
I didn't get to roll to dodge or.
No, because you didn't perceive her. So you get struck in the cock
Oh no.
by Bonnie Tyler, and she's going, "Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods?"
Is this based on an incident from your life that I am half
Yeah. So yes, but
the time you were punched in the cock by Bonnie Tyler.
Well, very close. It was Steve Tyler. No, I went to Georgie Carroll. She's a comedian. I went to her house in Adelaide, and I was meeting her kid Bob for the first time. And I came through the door, and she was like, "This is Bob," and I was like, "Hello," and he went, right in my vulva.
Wow.
And I was like,
Establishing dominance quickly.
Yeah. Prison style.
son.
I don't know that I like that.
I want to impress him.
So you get punched in the cock. What did you roll?
I got 19.
You got 19.
Do I take some damage, or is that just humiliating?
Oh, you can take. Yeah, I don't. It's not
another point
physical
of
because it's a.
exhaustion.
I don't think it would be physical, but you're
It's
gonna,
psychic
feel-
I think it is psychic
You're gonna feel
damage.
nauseous,
Alright,
for sure.
Wait, what did you roll again?
I
They
rolled a
want, like-
6.
It's not
Right.
going to be in danger of killing.
And you're still
No.
exhausted.
Apparently. Well, I've been drinking coffee, but it's got a lot of sand in it.
You've been drinking sand,
I
pal.
think the sand like negates
just
the
call that
caffeine in
sand.
some way. But wait, you do just because you do still have disadvantage. Can you roll one more just to see?
I rolled a 7.
Oh, okay, all right. So it doesn't like fall off or anything, but
It doesn't fall off?
Well, it might have been. I don't know. Might have been a really good, like, specific
You're not
punch.
allowed to make my character's penis fall off.
I haven't.
Dave's actually wrong about
Not
that.
allowed.
You can do that.
I
That's
can do that. Eden said that I could.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
the rules, Dave.
It's just psychic damage. It's like, can you?
2d4 again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, that's a lot of damage.
It's just.
And more importantly, Trinessa sees this.
Yeah, because you. Wait, what was that? Hang on,
That
wait.
is
What
6.
was the last thing that you said? I think was it was something about him not being like strong enough of character.
You just go.
It was something like that. I can't remember exactly the words. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just don't think that he would be able to handle kids.
Yeah.
And, keep control.
And then you both turn towards the cart and you see
Bonnie Tyler.
you see
Singing.
Bonnie Tyler singing and punching Vinegar in the cock.
We see him take over a quarter of his hit points in damage from a kid punching him in the fucking dick.
I sort of. I pat Bonnie back, and then I sort of go over to where Rofor is,
Yeah.
and I go,
Oh, she really got you there, buddy.
Because Roquefort has literally just dodged you just went like this and a vase flew past your head. Nothing happened to
Where did you
you.
get a vase from?
But yeah, what do you say?
I mean, this whole thing is. It hurts, but it's validating, because the fact there was a time when me and Trinessa thought that we were going to have kids, but you saw what she was like with those children.
That is the worst idea.
I agree,
ever
because of
heard.
her, it would have been no good. But the thing is, you have to understand. Did you see the way she was just grabbing them, throwing them against walls, screaming? She has no maternal instinct. And this, when we get through this, and I'm still angry at you, by the way, but when we get through this, it's only validated for me that we made the right call.
Vinegar's delivering all of this
Oh,
with his hands on his knees, doubled over.
With a big tummy ache.
It's not a tummy ache.
My question is, when will you admit to yourself you are still in love with her?
Now, how many children over here?
Yeah.
And see, Dipshit, look at him now. He's just crawling on the
Let me see how
ground.
Yeah.
many children over
And
here.
this is why I don't love him anymore.
30 children over here that.
You can see how she's running around like a fucking sheepdog.
What went wrong with you two?
I don't have to explain my life to you. You're 6 years old.
It seems like you're emotionally immature.
I'm not getting into a conversation about this.
Yeah, I think you guys are just star-crossed lovers, and maybe even though your love is so pure, it's too good to be true.
You seem like an emotional coward. My elbow makes a funny click if I move it very quickly.
Oh, that's cool. Show me.
Click, click, click,
Oh,
click,
cool.
click, 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 click,
Debbie,
click,
are we
click,
at
click.
the
You're
zoo
bonding
yet?
with the child. You arrive at the zoo.
Yay! That's all we got time for.
At Tummy Fintaloo's Exotic and Endangered Creature Park and Dog University. Yes. And I think this is probably like the orphans. I don't think any of the orphans are old enough for you to have to pay for them. So like I don't know. Is there money? I forget. Do you guys have money? Do you pay money? Do you have money?
Your money exists in
Is
this
there
world.
a toll booth?
Do
in
you?
the toll booth?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop everyone, and I'm just gonna. Dipshit's gonna go up on their own and just say, "Do you do group discounts?"
It's after the 5th child. It's free, right?
Do they do group discounts?
I think they probably do group discounts. Yes, they do group discounts.
Okay, great. So after we pay for the 5th child, no child counts after that?
Yeah, 5 children, that's a group, so sure.
Well, My family will be right here.
And then they
Calamari,
The war song of the orcs over the hill.
You hear a rumbling, and then you just hear, and 200 children stampede through the archway into the zoo.
Oh, hello. What time are you closing today?
We close at 6 p.m.
This poor goddamn fool.
All right, so you're in the zoo. There's a sign in front of you. It's got like a couple of different what do you call them? The direction shape. The direction shape. Arrows. Thank you. It's got different arrows pointing at different areas. It's got one that says petting zoo. It's got one that says like reptile enclosure. It has one that says exotic species.
Okay, listen up, kids. Everybody gets 2 copper pieces, but it has to last for the whole day, all right? You can't come back and get any more. So if you run out, if you use it...
I shut up to Roquefort. He's giving out 2 gold pieces.
No, he says copper pieces.
He said copper.
Yeah, I'm saying that times by 200.
Oh, shit, that's
isn't
true.
that 2 fucking
That's
gold?
a lot.
That's a lot.
a lot.
I don't know.
That is so
What have we
much
made?
money.
I haven't been paid yet. Have you been paid?
We can't
All right.
let this
And you,
It's giving 2 coins to
all right.
every kid.
And all right, so I guess the first kid that is gonna come up, let's call this one Smiggy Dinkle, comes up and puts out his hand for the coin.
I put 2 coins in his hand.
Oh.
Oh, you shouldn't do that. No, you don't understand. This isn't a hygienic world. That's going to live in you forever, son.
That hurts. Oh no.
This child needs-
All right, everybody, you saw the coins are bad. Now let's all go to the petting zoo. Let's all go to the petting
Back in the cart, everyone. We're going to the hospital.
Actually, I guess I should roll to see whether the child starts choking. 10.
fine.
No, Dave. The child's probably fine. It's got like.
Fine.
I think the child's fine.
I give him some cheese to wash it down with.
Oh, okay, great.
A real fudgy cheese.
ram the coins in
She just rams some cheese in.
Like a tablet for a
and that
dog.
helps, and it dislodges it, and his uvula is saved or whatever. All right, the kid's fine, but have you given the coins to the rest of the kids?
I'm not going to give that kid another 2 coins because if I do, they're all going to eat their coins.
Okay.
All
right.
But the kids saw that, and I respect the environmental learning, so I'm going to give another kid 2 coins.
All right, they give those 2 coins to the kid that swallowed the first 2 coins, and he yums them down too.
Oh no, Smiggle Dinkle.
I'm going to look at the 3rd kid.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to look at the kid at Smiggy Dinkle.
Yeah. He started doing like a little dance every time he swallows a coin,
Is he licking his
like
lips?
he's being paid.
And I'm going to go, I'm going to give you these coins.
Why are you still giving them?
But I want you to understand, if you give them to Smiggy Dinkle, you don't get any coins, and he's going to get very sick, and then he's going to have to go away. And then I'm going to give the 3rd kid 2 coins.
All right, they spit at your feet and they give them to Smiggy Dinkle. They don't really like Smiggy Dinkle.
I'm just gonna. Roquefort's gonna come over and put his arm around Vinegar and just kind of lead him away from the kids.
Can't talk to these kids. They don't respond to reason.
You know, they say that insanity is repeating an action and thinking you will find a different result.
But if you don't give them, so what? Then they're not going. What? They're not going to get any money. What are we going to do with them in the park?
They're in the zoo.
They're
What are
already
you
in.
talking
What
What
about?
about the concession
Have you
stand?
never? They don't need snacks.
These are orphans. They are hard
They
done
don't
by.
eat.
They haven't realized that you can buy food.
All right, good idea. All right, no more money for anyone. If you need a drink, just shake Smiggy Dinkles by his feet.
Smiggy Dinkle kind of rubs his little belly and jingles away.
Jingle.
So,
Okay, everyone, meet
But
back.
you have to catch him first.
Roquefort, you saved the company some money. Here's 2 gold pieces.
Yay!
I think the first thing Dipshit is going to do is find a bench.
Okay. Right,
Just have a
great.
good sit.
And Trinessa walks up to Vinegar and asks, "Hey, I don't know how you got a hold of our finances. I thought I hit that
This is-
pack of coins from you pretty well.
it's 2 gold.
Can you please give it back to me
Trinessa,
because you've already wasted, 6 copper coins that are now in Smiggy Dinkle?"
It's 2 fucking gold coins, Trinessa. I take it out of my pay. It's not that much money. Look at them.
I've been taking a lot of stuff out of your pay. You don't have any pay left for me to take things out of, Vinegar.
Well, what? That you can't do that because you're not my boss. It's if you.
Okay. You're a boss.
No, you can't do that because when Mr. Gribbits started this agency, he came to the 2 of us. That means we're the same, right? We got the letters at the same time.
That's not how any company works at all. Have you ever been employed before this?
Yeah, I was. Yes, I have a fascinating backstory.
You think
of
everyone
my
who gets,
time at...
if they get hired at the same time, then they have the same position at the company?
No, but your finances and I'm like human resources. We've been through this. We are on the same level of the Force org chart.
Yeah. Famously, CFO and HR are on the same level.
Demi, can I? Is there a concession stand nearby?
Yeah, there's a concession stand
Okay,
nearby.
I'm gonna go and buy a like a funnel cake, like a donut.
Oh, okay.
And while they're talking, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna put down, if there's like a little table, and be like, "Oh, Trinessa, Vinegar, I've bought you both food," and I put it down. I'm just gonna wait for them.
Okay, great. How do you guys want to respond to that?
I bought you
What's
snacks.
what's the game
I'm
here?
doing an experiment.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
What are you doing?
I just bought you some donuts. I thought you both looked a little hangry, so
Well,
I thought.
Well, I'm not hangry.
I
Trinessa-
feel
I
like
am
I
hangry.
feel like that.
I am hangry.
I kind of want to.
So what does Trinessa? So what do? Do you eat it?
Yeah. I was gonna.
Yeah.
So when 2 animals are together, the dominant always eats first. Case closed.
I'm going to go and buy some coffee.
Oh, where's he gonna get his precious sand?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say a very small child toddles behind him with 2 fistfuls of sand.
Where did he get that sand?
There's no sand here.
Is he making sand on the journey? Is it a byproduct of the child?
Just a sandy child. That's the way they are.
Sandy child.
Never runs out.
Okay, so dipshit, you're heading over to a bench. You
Okay.
haven't taken any damage or any psychic damage or anything, have you?
Dipshit has been faring fine.
Okay, but dipshit, I think you were sort of at, you were getting to your wits end, so I want to give you, is there like, can I just give advantage on a roll at some point, or is there like an inspiration or something that I can give to dipshit for making the good decision to
Yes.
have a rest?
It's called inspiration.
Inspiration. Okay, you get inspiration for having a little rest.
Fantastic. And I'm just gonna sit myself down, let it all go, and then turn to Monday Weekly, who I assume is
Still with you.
It really sounds like a periodical.
Yeah. Have you created a way to have you like can
I think I've got Monday kind of around the mid chest, so legs go here, arms are here, and head is kind of buried into the nook of the shoulder.
like a
all
high
kind of toddling
papoose
around.
type thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Monday, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know that much about kids. What would you enjoy here at the zoo? We're looking at these arrows. Oh, you probably can't read, can you?
They sort of, while you're saying this, they look you in the eyes, and after you've said, "Can you?" they just put 4 of their fingers just into your mouth, sort of grab your bottom jaw.
Dipshit doesn't remove the fingers. They just
Respectfully.
relax their entire body
Okay.
and just decide to make the most of the bench.
That's a really good choice.
Can I ask a question which I'm curious about? On the scheme of Dipshit's life, is this a good day so far or a bad
This
day?
is one of the best. Not because it's good.
The best day of Dipshit's life.
Nobody's died.
Haven't killed anyone.
They haven't fucked up.
Just sitting on a bench.
Just sitting on a bench.
Yet.
Yet. So, all right, just want to do one more thing and then we can go to somewhere in the zoo. A child is approaching Trinessa. It's one of the, I would guess that they seem sort of like four or five. They seem about 4 or 5, not one of the alligators. Which is confusing to take an alligator to a zoo, I'm just realizing.
Is it Facundo?
Yeah, it's Facundo. Was Facundo? I can't remember what I said.
Facundo licked her before.
Licked her and was on the nastier side, I think.
I have Facundo a scissors bastard.
Scissors,
No,
yes.
that was
Wait.
Ricky Darling.
Ricky
we
Darling
changed the
had
name.
this-
We changed the name.
Oh, we did?
Facundo was rubbing themselves on the window.
No, you're thinking of J.R. Coolnuts. Window
No,
pervert.
no.
Dang it.
You think of Junior Cool
Facundo
Nuts.
did lick you, right?
Yeah,
Facundo licked you.
Yeah.
Facundo approaches
Glad we
and
sorted it out.
and just asks, how much can you love a person?
You can love someone so much, but someone once told me, how in the hell are you gonna love someone else if you don't love yourself?
Can I get...
And I said, amen.
Amen.
I would take that advice. I would say you can love someone like 95%. Never let them fully in. I know people are going to say, let your walls down. You won't survive. You know how people are like, oh, they talk about, you get broken down and you get built back up. You'll never be the same. So it's best to just keep your walls up just a little bit. Does that make sense?
Did my mom love me?
What's your story?
Right, check out that question.
Asking it like a fucking angel investor to a star.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sell me on this.
quickly, based on that answer, that child is not gonna make it to university. Okay. And now, just from you
Could be good
Nice.
for them.
you guys.
Honestly, there's a problem with over-education at the moment anyway, so it's fine.
You got. What are you doing, by the way, Rocco?
Now that I guess...
Your experiment's done.
Yeah, my experiment's done. Well, so what's on the map? There's a petting zoo.
Yep.
There's reptiles.
Yep.
There's a dog university.
There's dog
There's a dog university, but that's sort of more of a. That's not really a. You don't get to go see the dog university.
You
That
have to be enrolled.
You have to. Yeah. You have to be. Yes, genuinely.
Only
We have to get into that dog
only fellows of the
university.
dog university on the lawn.
You what?
They work on the lawns. Is there a plant exhibit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
It's
that's
to the
what I'm
left.
interested in.
You want to go to the plant exhibit?
Yeah.
For sure.
Fuck animals.
Are
Dumb.
you gonna?
You just turned into you. Never mind.
Yeah, fuck animals.
Druid.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're fine. But I'm a sport. They're fine.
Are you going on your own, or does everybody want to go see some fucking
I've gone
plants?
off. I've gone to myself.
You're off. All right.
Yeah,
fine,
good. We're
management.
splitting the party. Let's do this.
Oh shit. Okay.
What-
Is everybody?
Dipshit's still on the bench.
All right.
And what's Trinessa doing?
I think I'm gonna take some of the kids to see the predators.
The apex predator.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I guess Dipshit's gonna toddle after Trinessa,
Okay.
just out of a gentle need for something to do.
You know what? Maybe I'll go toddle after.
Do you want to?
I'll toddle after Vinegar.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
to check
okay.
on his, if
All
he's-
right. And where have you gone?
I've gone to.
No, you've chosen your own path like a big boy.
I've gone to get a coffee and to find who owns this place.
Okay, cool.
Tummy Fintaloo.
Tummy Fintaloo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a funny thing to do at a zoo.
Find
Mr.
management.
Taronga in?
No, I've got a reason. I got a plan.
All right. So you're going to the predators.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You're taking the kids to see the predators. Perfect.
Demi's.
Like the kids like looking at lions. Like everyone's laughing like we're some kind of big freak.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Here.
All right, so I guess there's.
If one falls in, one falls in.
I was gonna say, what's the magical bullshit predator? Like a griffin? There's a enclosure that says griffin on the front.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What? So you're looking at it? Do you want to? What?
It just is a big box that says Griffin, or right, like it's.
It has the it's kind of like, one of the, it looks great, like on the inside, everything is, when
Can you see a griffin? Because often at zoos you can't see the animal.
you can't see it right now. I mean, I don't know, you want to make who's looking?
I guess
Are griffins nocturnal?
me and Tranessa
No.
are there, right?
Yeah.
So
Do you want to look? Make a
Yeah.
look check to see if you see the griffin.
I'm gonna make a perception
Quick
check.
question while they're perceiving.
Perception.
Is this the kind of thing where you like it's Disneyland style and you roll up and it's like the griffin and there's like a picture of a griffin with like a line that you have to go through, or is it just straight up like griffin and some bars?
The griffin isn't a ride.
You're asking if you need a fast pass to
Yeah,
see the
do I need
griffin?
No, it's more like a zoo.
Oh yeah, right. Like it's
Which is what it is.
so there's no stormtroopers anywhere.
There's no
they have that-
stormtroopers to make your wife cry and have you not support her while their stormtrooper is asking your wife to see
Baffling
her
thing
papers.
to say.
It's a series of absolute word salad.
Don't know why you would bring that up. Do they have those?
Is there a single noodle?
There's one single noodle.
I rolled an 8 on my perception check.
Oh, you rolled an 8?
Naomi, what
So
did you
good.
get?
I got a 13.
Oh, you got a 13?
Why don't I
Well,
see the Griffin?
dipshit, no, you don't see the griffin. A leaf blows into your eye. So you're having quite a lot of trouble, like trying to say, it's a small leaf, you're trying to get the bits out of your eye.
Oh.
And Tranessa, you're looking and you're like, oh, and then I guess it's...
That's more upsetting than hearing 1,000 sentences like you cleave the goblin in two.
There's a bit of leaf in your eye.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Tranessa, you don't see a griffin, you kind of like, that's weird. Either they don't have a griffin right now or it's like hiding in the bushes.
It's a follow-up question. The enclosures, is this the kind of thing where they've like made it real lifelike, or is it just like concrete square?
It's really, really, really nice.
Do they
It's
have
like...
those hot stones?
Blush.
Sorry?
Do they have those hot stones?
Hot stones?
Like at the massage place.
No.
Where you get the Reiki done.
No.
Dave's been getting really into Nuru massage.
No,
Yeah, Dave's
none of that.
Over
None of that.
lockdown.
Dave's been getting really into being a lizard.
No.
Dave gets into bed, he pulls up his big heated rock, lays it on his tummy, and he goes to
I would love that, but no. Seriously, they do this in zoos now. Is they create fake rocks for the lion near the glass aperture where the kids can see it, and then they push heat through the concrete rock so the lion likes to lie on the rock so you
Right,
can see the
you get a
lion.
good
And I'm
view.
asking if they have a similar situation.
Yes, they do,
Then
Dave.
why? Okay, so I think the griffin's been murdered. Then. If you
that's-
can't see the griffin.
All right,
Well, you're not
you're
there.
not
Nice
fucking there, so
rock.
there's no
Ah.
reason that you would have an opinion on it.
I'm just
You're
saying.
still waiting in line for the sand coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so.
Dave, now was that
There's
worth the
clearly
5
a
minutes on n.wikipedia.org/wiki/zoo_inventions?
Okay,
As you
now.
were saying.
I can't. Look, a griffin is. They're not the most scary things in the world. I reckon what we do. I can't fit through the bars.
Okay.
Dipshit, can you fit through the bars?
The what? Are there bars?
Yeah, really. What do you want to do?
You steal
I
a
just
griffin?
think if we just go in there, a little live bait scenario,
Okay.
and then just slip back out through the
The
bars.
great news, there's
and we'll
already
get
a
to
child in
griffin.
the enclosure.
Oh no! I guess. Oh, there's a child in the enclosure. Do we cut away or do we stay with this?
No, we cut away. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing, Vinegar?
Row 4. What's the plan? You've brought all the children. You can't have brought them here unless you had some kind of plan. Why have you brought the children to Quicklime House?
To the house? What
Yes.
if they needed somewhere to live?
No, but you know that.
Have you no care in your heart?
I'm actually surprisingly paternal. It's one of my better
Look,
instincts.
We could use them to grow fungus on.
I am.
We could
Why do you
use
have an
them.
opinion?
I'm not here.
So much stuff. So much stuff happened.
What was the
I'm
question?
surprisingly paternal. We can use them to grow fungus on.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
We could use them as a sort of farm.
We could use them as a spy network. Is that
No, sort of just as a farm.
What do you mean a
Like in
farm?
the Matrix, well, I'm growing spores.
What's the Matrix?
You know where they
Are we
plug
cutting
them
away
in.
from this?
Yes, we're back to the Matrix.
You want me to? I'm trying to make any fucking nugget of sense from this fucked conversation you're having. What are you doing?
Look, if the children are going to stay at Quicklime House, then they're going to need to work with the
Are
court.
there children with you? Did all of the? I would
One
assume
child.
you.
There's one very
There's one
substantial
following you?
child.
Yeah. Well, look, why do you? I thought you would be. Look, isn't it our MO to like care for the needy and shit? You know.
No. You're thinking of an orphanage.
All right. Well, maybe we could take them to the open lord. No, she will sacrifice them also.
Maybe we can't keep them here. We need a plan to get rid of these children in a humane way.
Oh my
I don't
god!
like the way I said. I don't like the way I said get rid of. I would prefer for them to grow and thrive.
Yeah.
But
Why don't we just leave them here? There's plenty of food. I gave you a donut earlier, which you did not eat.
You fucking cuck.
I don't think we can just leave the children at a strange zoo
Well,
that
you
we've
should-
seen advertised and never heard of before.
Well, we're here now. We're checking it out. Let's use this time to make an assessment. If it's all good, and I have a feeling it will be, we can just leave them.
All right, but
Are you walking while you're having this
yeah,
conversation?
if we're considering leaving the children here, we're going to go and find Mr. Funtaloo.
Well, have you been walking?
Yeah.
All right, great. Then you're heading for, I guess, the
Towards the admin. I would have seen on the map the admin offices. I guess
Admin.
we'll head there.
All right, you're heading there. Should we?
We're going to have some fun at the admin office.
Admin.
Everyone else is going to see a griffin.
The smile on the sandy child is slightly diminishing.
Really quickly, just because I want to figure out this last thing that I'm doing. How much longer do you think I have in this
wrap
thing?
up
It's about 10.
Anytime you want.
Okay,
Anytime
cool.
you want. Yeah,
All right, well, you're heading really quickly. I just super quickly want to just get back to outside the griffin cage for 1 second. Have you made any kind of action? Or?
I think Dipshit has immediately tried to charge at the bars. Who is the child that's in the cage?
Oh, the child that's in the cage.
Let's say Monday Weekly.
Is
Well,
it?
I was going to say Monday Weekly, and you didn't
Monday
notice.
Weekly.
Yeah. They've kind of leapt out. They've crawled like train spotting style down your back, and then slithered into the cage. And
Monday.
Great work, dipshit.
yeah.
Monday, we mustn't
perfect.
we mustn't be where griffins are. Monday.
All right. What are you gonna? Are you just chasing Monday? Have you?
Yeah, I just go into the
You're just
into the
chasing.
enclosure.
I say to Monday Weekly, go.
All right.
Do that.
All right. And Monday Weekly
Sounds
goes.
like an injured sheep.
I just want you to be aware, I think, and you're doing, this is very, very good, but I want you to be aware as well, Tom, that a griffin is a substantially powerful creature at the level of our characters, okay? You are aware of that?
As a kid.
I know, and you're doing the right thing, I think, but a griffin is technically challenge rating 2, which would mean that there would take 4 of you to fight it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's one of me, and then 200 children, so we
There
probably
is.
gunk up the works.
There is, and there's only one of you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So dipshit, you've caught up to Monday Weekly. What are you doing?
Grab.
Just grab him right up.
Hey, buddy, let's go ahead. No, we have to stop making noises.
Go, Monday.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and
Trinessa's
play
just
the...
egging Monday on from behind the bar.
Monday.
Let's
Go, Monday.
Go Monday.
go, Monday.
All right. Make like I guess a super quick. I don't think it maybe like investigation.
Okay, yep. All right, I'm going to make a... Or should it be perception, I guess? Because
I guess I just feel like I've done too many perception. Yeah, do
It
perception.
comes up
Okay,
a lot.
this
Yeah.
is a passive passive perception?
Well, no, I don't want it to be that.
Passive perception, but then you roll your stealth.
But no, it's not really perception. I want you to like look around while you're having this conversation with Monday. I think it is investigation.
Oh, that is investigation, yeah.
Okay, investigation. I am rolling it. I have gotten a 3. And so
It's a 4 minus 1.
The entire world is a blur to me as my eyes whip around. Tears forming
You're
as
just moving your eyes too fast.
Yeah. As a goblin, I probably
It's
lost
like
about...
a 10-year-old girl whose ponytail came out while playing
You're looking around.
I think I lost like probably 19 family members to griffins growing up.
You look around so quickly, you hurt your neck a bit, and now you don't know where Monday is.
Oh, Monday!
All right, and we're cutting back. You've
I
been
feel like by now a lot of the kids are probably just making like griffins, do their best to make like griffin noises.
Absolutely, they're copiers. They've heard Trinessa. They see her as a figure of power. They don't want to be left behind or bullied. So they're all going go Monday.
I guess we hear that in the distance and be like, oh, well, it sounds like they're doing fine.
All right, and you two have been walking. You find your place at, I guess is it admin? It would be admin, I guess. It's
like
admin.
the offices. It would be
It's
like
the offices.
staff
It's like
only.
it's staff. Yeah,
The
staff only.
administrative annex.
Yeah.
Can we go to the administrative annex?
You can. You get there. There's a door. It's locked. What?
A knock on it.
All right.
You've got that knockpick that you found in Quicklime House.
A knockpick?
Remember the wand that opens
Definitely
Oh,
break in.
yeah.
Don't wait for
Why
anybody
would
to
you do
answer.
that?
Definitely
I
immediately break
knocked on
in
it,
and
though.
don't
I
wait
knocked.
anybody.
But if no one answers, I want you to fuck that lock up.
All right.
Hello, would you like some orphans?
And from just behind you, it sounds like it's a fairly close sound. You just hear a little bit of hissing.
Okay, we'll turn around.
You turn around and you see a figure. It is their son is behind them, so you kind of just see the outline of a very, very big person. You see their head; they are behatted. And you see their big, big arms and big, big legs, but there's something strange about it. You can see like glints of white coming, like light from the sun coming through their body somehow. And as your eyes adjust, you see a very, very, very small, I guess dwarf. I didn't decide on it. I thought they were really short.
Halfling, dwarf.
Can it just be like a short human?
Yeah, you can. That's
Super,
basic.
super,
don't
super
see
short
many of them
human.
in D&D.
Super, super short human that's not a dwarf.
Yeah.
And they are wearing a big yellow hat, and they have two what look like straps around their arms, but are actually little snake bodies. They're kind of huddled up in what looks like a giant snake mech. It's about 500 snakes making the shape of a body, and they say, "Hello, my name's Tummy. Find out what the Gribbits Detective Agency will do about this potentially griffined dipshit and child. Will Trinessa, I don't know, kill Monday Weekly by inaction? What will Rockford say to Tummy now that they've found him and not stolen anything from the admin office? Why is Vinegar such a little bitch? Find out next time on the Gribbits Detective Agency. Thank you.